Hey everyone on IGTV. Guess what? I think this is more like my first official IGTV. I wanted to touch base on a couple of things that I was hearing and learning from Ray Higdon today in Rank Makers and again here on Instagram. And thinking about how that applied to me and how it applies to other people. I'm doing my nails right now, guys. I'm doing my nails. I went crazy last night, just so you know. I got home and I decided I had one nail that was kind of like thinning out and ready to pop. I do polygels, or I'm starting to do polygels, and I went after them, kind of like it was probably worse than biting my nails because they popped off and thinned my nails out. So I definitely had to do something today. There was no way I could leave them that thin. It was ridiculous. So what do you? Stella's brushing her teeth. That's my granddaughter. She is everything. So anyway, what he was talking about, let's get to it. The topic of this is, stop. You can go over there with those sounds. Is what kind of rules do you have for your life and what rules are not serving you, especially in business? So I was thinking about this, There rules are there for a reason. The rules that you make and the rules that are applied to you from other things, it makes sense. Like, for instance, in my main business, there is a no cross-recruiting rule. And there's a reason for that, because people will come and pirate people. People will just do really weird things, and in order to protect your team and everyone else's team, there's just no cross-recruiting allowed. And in my new side business, that same rule applies. So how do I go about things, and why is that important? Why is that rule super important? And I totally agree with it, and it's super important, and I'm vigilant on that. I'm very careful about how I promote. I'm very careful about whom I'm talking to, and whether or not they could possibly, even if they're not in my team, if they could possibly be in that partnered with that company, would I even show them what I'm doing on the side, and vice versa. You want to say hi? Oh, that's amazing breath. She did such a good job with her breath. This kind of smells like apples. Okay. So, that's another important thing. Like, she had breakfast just now, and after breakfast, she went and brushed her teeth. That's a good rule. You want to keep your teeth healthy. This is true. You want to try not to use fluoride because that'll hurt your teeth in the long run. Especially if you're brushing every time you eat. I know this from personal experience, but anyway, so there's some rules out there that are there to protect you and your friends and your business partners and your teeth and your body and all that fun stuff. And then there are other rules that we put on ourselves, and they basically are like chains. They're the things that we put there in order to limit our own production, our own happiness, our own freedom. And we don't even know it because we think we're just trying to do the right thing. And so let me get into a little bit like how it applies to me right now, and what I want to talk about is in my side business that I just recently became part of. I was looking at it from a customer point of view only at first, because I was like, I can't do makeup on videos. I can't go do get-readies with me. Who's going to listen to me? I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 47. I'm not almost. I'm close. I still have years to go. I'm not the thinnest or the most beautiful or the clearest skin. I have a giant mole on my face. There are all sorts of things in my mind that I would say I would never do a makeup-based company because I don't fit the mold. And maybe if I lost 120 pounds or went to the dermatologist and got the mole removed or found some sort of home remedy that did the job, maybe if I got some Botox and smoothed out some of these wrinkles, maybe then I would do it. And I was sitting there and I was hearing myself in my mind say these things. And I said, well, let me just click the other tab and look at the opportunity aspect. And, is it something that I would want to do? Could I maintain passion about it and go about it and still maintain business integrity with my main business? Okay. So this is like my part-time job, and my main business is my full-time job. And I'm totally cool with that. I'm sure not everyone is, and that's fine. I don't mind, because I'm not worried about that. What I was thinking to myself was, what kind of nonsense am I telling myself that I have to have these rules, that I have to be younger looking, I have to have better skin, I have to be thinner, I have to have my mole removed, all this stuff, instead of thinking of all the positives. I went to Barbizon when I was little, so I have a good idea on how to put makeup on from just basics. I'm a beauty school dropout. If I have makeup that I love, I will wear it. If it feels good on my face, I would do it. And why wouldn't I? I love being in front of a camera. Why wouldn't I just go ahead and do that like I'm doing my nails right now while I'm talking to you? That's what like a get ready with me is. You know, that kind of stuff. And I said, well, shoot, I could use a side business and this is something I could really love. And I just went for it. And I'm so happy that I was able to look away from the limiting rules I was placing on myself. I'm still aware of the rules that are in place that are good for me, good for my team, good for other people's teams, and good for my businesses. And I understand them and I follow them. But when it comes to what my own personal rules were doing, that's just silly sauce. And I'm glad that I've grown enough to be able to look past that kind of stuff. And I'm not perfect, not by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of rules I'm sure that I will use today that I probably don't need to apply. So what I want to encourage you today is this. What is it that you think you need first before you take the step in the direction of the person you're becoming? See, we are becoming who we're becoming already. The thing is, our comfort level, our ability to be happy and productive and successful as we grow is whether or not we're able to embrace the changes that we make and reduce the limitations we apply to ourselves. So that's really, really important. And I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have gotten 3 more paychecks than I would have had. I wouldn't be feeling so incredibly good about myself. I look at my own pictures right now and I'm like, God, what was I thinking to even try to limit myself? Any of you out there had yourself at a much skinnier way, and then when you get older, you're like, God, I thought I was fat. I wish I'm embracing what's going on. I love the way I look in pictures. I'm happy to take a selfie. I went out to dinner last night and took a selfie in the bathroom. That is unheard of. And it wasn't because I was feeling narcissistic or feeling anything bad. I was just like, Tara, I'm so proud of you. You look great. You're not as skinny as you should be. You're not as fit as you should be. You're not as healthy as you should be. Your skin isn't perfect. Your mole's still there, dancing around on your face when you shake your head too fast. But guess what? I'm bringing it anyway. I'm bringing it right here, right now, and that's what's up. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and I hope it encourages you today. And I want to say thank you very much, and thank you for ignoring my weird light. I've got to put a cover on it. But if I had made that rule, I can't make this video until my room is perfect. I can't make this video until I have a cover on that light so people don't have to see those light bulbs. I can't make this video until I have a full face of makeup on. I can't make this video. Those rules that a lot of people carry around with them would hurt me, and you wouldn't hear this message today. So with that being said, thank you so much, IGTVers. And I have this awesome group. It's a beauty group. It's for ladies only on Facebook. The link is in my bio. Go ahead and check it out. I have 3 questions. Answer them, and I'll let you in. And with that being said, thank you so much for coming along. Simple, easy beauty. Peace.